across the halfway line, endangering us at all. So we at least deserved 1-0 up, but maybe 2. We had a couple of chances. There was the Lonzo chance, there was Zuma's chance at the back post near the end of the first half, but there was quite a lot of balls that were getting zipped across that line, you know, get right and left. We scored the goal, obviously, from it as well, but getting into those really good positions, which classically, if you play with a 3-4, you know, those two wide players are going to get crosses, and it happens to be Callum just now. Sometimes it's Reece James. So we're getting those sort of balls in, and yeah, we just look dangerous. And it's a real shame that had we got the second one, we could have kind of cruised a bit, but it's not a cruise now. And as Jason was saying there, those last 3, 4, 5 minutes, and every team's going to have a period, and especially if, what have they got to lose now? They might as well have it. It's a cup final. They might as well kind of have a go. So the upside of that is, okay, the pinned us back a little bit there. There are a few half chances there. We're not bad in the break. Yeah. We're all right in the break, and we've still got plenty of pace on that pitch, and I think that's something that Thomas will be looking at and saying, right, okay, we need to pull it back a little bit. In a way, Pulisic's coming on is a good thing, because he can use his pace along with, obviously, Timo.
And also playing in a 10 rather than the wing-back that we've seen him deployed at some parts of pre-season. Very much so. But, Zach, we spoke about before the game, we spoke about this all through pre-season, because it's a narrative that every team talks about in players taking their opportunity when they're getting it. Marcus Alonso is very much in that position. You know, he got a wonderful through ball to Kai Havertz before the goal, and Kai gets the assist. But Ben Chilwell started the majority of the big games towards the end of last season. Marcus Alonso has done himself no harm in terms of putting his name in the hat to start on Saturday, is he?
Yeah, indeed. And the thing is, Ben's only just recently come back from holiday, same as Emerson as well. They've only just come back, so he's kind of had to. But he has been putting some good standout performances in there. I think another one today is Trevor Chalobah. Like, if you said tomorrow that Chalobah was playing in this first team on Saturday, I wouldn't bat an eyelid. And that's really impressive for a team that has just won the Champions League, and he's come straight into it and doesn't look out of place. Again, as you said, Marcus Alonso has also been like that as well. And it just depends who you're playing. Marcus, we know traditionally is more of an attacking left wing back, and for Palace on the weekend, we're going to be dominating the ball. Maybe we wouldn't be too surprised if that was the case. But Ben, as you mentioned as well, towards the end of the season, kind of made the position his own, and I wouldn't be too surprised if that kind of happens again this year.
Still a lot of football in this game, Pat, isn't there? Especially, you know, straight after the goal, we said that they sat very deep until we scored the goal. You have to change when you're 1-0 down in a final, and they kind of threw a little bit at us the last 25 minutes of the first half. And straight away there was a big save from Mendy, wasn't there? That the strike was played through, and it looks like a save that is kind of, you see a goalkeeper come rushing out and he blocks the angle, but that's what we want to see from Mendy, isn't it, in terms of being assertive and coming out and taking those chances.
Do you know, that's a really good point you're talking about there, about it coming out, because I was watching him in some of the pre-season games, and it was a bit more reticent in comparison to last season, when he maybe came out a bit too far. In fact, he did come out a bit too far on a few occasions. You know, I remember it was Sheffield United, wasn't it? That one?
Rudiger
Rudiger one. Yeah. And so there was a couple of times he did last season, and I'm sure Thomas Tuchel and the goalkeeper coaches have said, look, you have to get this right. It's all about timing. It's a big part of goalkeeping these days. You want to be a sweeper keeper, but you also don't want to be a centre back to turn around and there he is there in your face. It's kind of a bit scary, that. So he's coming out at the right times and he's timing it well. And I can remember years ago talking to Peter Cech about it. They're talking about angles and positioning and how his were slightly different from Thibaut Courtois'. And I'm thinking, I thought you'd be exactly the same position, but no. But body shape, body height, the length of your arms and things like that, how you can get your wing spread, as it were, they were quite different. I think he's been working on it, and I think you can see that there. So when that chance happens, he's huge. He's in the right position. He's covering just about everything. You're right, it looks like an okay save. It's not, it's brilliant, because he's got everything right.
Absolutely right. Well, let's have a little look at what's been going on behind the scenes in terms of pre-season for Chelsea, within the Chelsea camp. This is a video diary.